So we saw about 2 days ago, or well, technically, if you're watching this on the 31st, about one day ago, but I expect that people are going to see this tomorrow, that Robert Mueller finally announced that he was resigning, that the investigation was complete. And yes, he did mention as well about something completely stupid in my opinion. In fact, in a lot of people's opinion, that he didn't found any. He did not find any that he specifically said that he did not find any evidence of Trump not doing any wrongdoing, which is which is a ridiculous thing to say because as a special counsel, he decided to his job was to investigate possible crimes committed by the president, in this case, Russian collusion and Russian interference in the 2016 election. Now, as we already know from the Robert Mueller report, that wasn't really the case. Yes, there were a few indictments in some companies, some Russian companies that showed they were actually trying to push forward multiple candidates, but that's about it. Nothing connecting to President Donald Trump. And yet the Democrats, even before this, have been completely, well, let's just say they've been completely suckered into this, in a way. Because they thought that this would be like a moment where they finally everything is vindicated and the truth comes out. And this wasn't the case. All that said that happened was that Robert Mueller completed the investigation. He was resigning, and he just in his personal opinion, Donald Trump is guilty, despite the fact that he found no evidence of wrongdoing. There is absolutely zero evidence, and yet Democrats and Robert Mueller try to get into this kind of thing of trying to exploit this. I mean, Robert Mueller, I know he is, after all, resigning from his post, but this was a little bit more of a jab at President Donald Trump. Like, there is no evidence that the president didn't do anything wrong, but I believe that he did something wrong, which is completely backwards in this current judicial system, because it's always innocent until proven guilty. And from what we have seen, especially with 2 years of the Robert Mueller investigation, which I wish I wasn't even talking about, there was nothing that Donald Trump has actually been convicted of. Nothing. And yet everybody is still going around saying that this is somehow still Trump being guilty within all of this. And it's just completely backwards logic when it comes to our judicial system. Again, it's innocent until proven guilty, not guilty until proven innocent. And I kind of find it. Styx Hexenhammer, he actually made a comparison to this statement to James Comey, how he found out that Hillary Clinton actually had all of these emails, at least 30,000 of them, and had multiple evidence of wrongdoing by Hillary Clinton, and yet he decided not to press charges on them. Which is, oh man. Now, this is completely what Robert Mueller said was completely opposite from what happened to James Comey, but it's still there. Apparently, don't punish those who are guilty. Punish those who are not guilty. And it's really sad, especially like I said before, how the Democrats before and after this I would like to say interview, but there wasn't really any questions about it. It's more like a statement by former special former special counselor Robert Mueller about the whole report and stuff, and that it was complete. Now, the Democrats are trying to figure out a way to spin this, and they're absolutely using the whole James Comey comment, which at this day and age, it makes me so disappointed in these people, because their hatred of President Donald Trump is so great that they want him to be found guilty, even if he is proven to be innocent. They want him to be guilty of some way, because of multiple reasons. Probably jealousy, probably because he threatens their power base, which, after all, he's always been saying about the idea of training the swamp, and he's very critical about many institutions like the mainstream media and even Congress and even some interest groups. But so yeah, they are taking advantage of this one comment, claiming that somehow that this is Donald Trump doing the cover up, which is completely stupid. After 2 years and just after 2 years of thorough investigation and $500 million of taxpayer money down the toilet as a result of this investigation, you're claiming that this is a cover up? What? Sometimes I do not understand how Democrats operate. I really don't, because for some reason they see this as something akin to the Watergate scandal. Here's a major difference: the Watergate scandal had evidence leading to more evidence, and leading to more evidence, which directed back to President Richard Nixon at the time. There is further proof there's further examples of this, such as the Oval Office tapes, which President Nixon actually recorded, and was actually issued by the Supreme Court to turn them over to the investigation. In fact, some people are thinking that is actually what caused Richard Nixon to finally resign 2 to 3 weeks later, because it was inevitable that he was going to be impeached by the House of Representatives. This was not the case. It was not. There was this whole alleged claim that he was colluding with the Russians. There has been an investigation. Not really much has been led up to it. Yes, there's been some indictments on Russian individuals and even companies from the Russian Federation, but that's about it. Nothing connected to President Donald Trump, and they say that he is guilty. Man, jeez. I feel like we're in the time of the Salem witch trials, or even the Red Scare. I think Salem witch trials actually works better, because during the Red Scare there was at least a plausibility of communists trying to take over the United States government and even Hollywood. I mean, after all, it was the Cold War. But with the Salem witch trials, it got so insane that just the claim of being considered a witch gets you in jail, and you cannot really prove it. And even if somehow you were proven not to be a witch, you were still ridiculed by society at the time. This take the witches away from and replace it with Russian collusion. That's what you're getting for President Donald Trump. They don't care about the idea of justice, or at least the radical Democrats in the party don't really care. What they want is President Donald Trump out of office by any means possible. And I think that this is just gonna further show how much insanity the Democratic Party is just full of. Because if we're continuing down this path, and this is a major if, but nonetheless still an important aspect that we need to be fully aware of, then it would completely change not only our judicial system, but the way we view claims and accusations in general. Because if we decide to say that it's innocent or not innocent until proven guilty, guilty until proven innocent, you might as well throw in the toilet or no, not toilet, throw in the towel and accept your punishment. That is what's going to result from this if we continue on this trajectory. And I hope to God that is not going to be the case. I really hope to God. My name is Naomi and I'm the Arc of Truth. Please post your comments down below, subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share it with your friends. See ya.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain.